what I'm going to tell you.
What you got in your pocket?
The Garth Brooks tickets
Yes.
are being secretly guarded by our buddy Gary McCoy down in Kiss Country.
Oh my
and
God.
he's keeping them in a secret spot.
Yeah. His pants.
His butt cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
And he squeezes them a lot. If you've noticed lately,
You ain't kidding.
he is squeezing his butt a lot.
A lot of tickets
And
in
you're
there.
not going to get any of those tickets out of his butt.
There.
So you're not going to get them out of my butt either, because A, I ain't got none there,
No, he's...
and B, he ain't letting his loose.
He's, let's be blunt. There's one guy in this building who is tough to get a ticket from. It's McCoy.
Yeah.
I mean, James Taylor tickets weren't hard at all.
Right,
That's pretty.
yeah.
You want to go to James Taylor? That's not a
We
problem.
can hook you up, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And I'll have a pile of them to give away next week. But Garth Brooks, ask away, but my answer is going to be you got to get him out of Gary's butt. I could have phrased that a little differently.
Oh no. You don't know. They're not even the Garth Brooks tickets, and I'm a little surprised they haven't. Well, they may announce a second show after the tickets go on sale.
We're not supposed to say that, but yeah.
Traditional? No, it's okay. What are they gonna do? Take away my tickets?
Garth always does that.
Oh no!
Once
They're
it sells
not
out.
gonna let me go.
They go on sale, what, Friday night?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then they'll sell out, and then they'll announce a new show Monday.
Only online.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not the point I'm making is not at the Century Link Center box office.
Right.
You can't
Right.
camp out there.
Is there some secret special way for VIPs or fan club members to get them earlier than the regular
Yeah,
people?
work for a ticket broker.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
I mean, you know they're going to buy up whatever they are, whatever those tickets are. Let's say they're $150 a shot, and I think I'm being conservative.
Yeah.
If you go to one of the brokers, whatever it may be, not to mention names, suddenly you're going to be looking at $350, $400, $500.
Have you ever seen Garth? It would be in your top 5 shows. He is such a dynamo. In fact, McCoy told me the other day, he said, you would think from watching his show that he'd weigh 112 pounds.
Actually, what McCoy said, you would think from watching his show.
Yeah, because he's
so clenched up.
Yeah.
17 past 7 o'clock, News Radio 710 KEEL. Fletcher and Sports just a couple of seconds away. KEEL News Radio. Did I just say 717?
Yeah, you did.
717.
Harley Davidson isn't something you just it's a place.
Did it work, Matt?
That was loud.
It's where you
Yeah,
go
you're
to get
live
free
on the interwebs now.
Are we? Hello, Internet! We're live!
No one can see you because
They
you're
can't
hidden.
see me. Why?
Because you're
We are the full
covered
service
by
online
junk.
It's on you.
Don't stand up. Whatever happens, don't stand up.
I'm waving. Live video's been interrupted. It should resume shortly.
First time. Bossier City, Harley Davidson, 2225.
Yeah, because our connection's weak, according to the internet. Because our internet sucks here. Sorry, Troy.
That's cool. And y'all can go post that. It's a free post.
18 past 7 o'clock, it's News Radio 710 KEEL. Time for sports. Here's Fletch.
From the sports desk of 11th Third Tiger, this is Tim Fletcher, 19-year-old
It's
Sam
about
Burns.
5 seconds delayed. That's
David
cool.
Toms teed up today as participants in the U.S. Open at Oakmont.
Make me nod just to watch.
Pittsburgh. 11th Third Tiger, this is Tim Fletcher, 19-year-old
Can I back it up, Matt?
No.
No, you can't.
How could she said you could save the video?
When you stop it, it saves.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
You big dummy.
Big dummy.
Finishing 5th in the event.
What are you, Red Fox? I see more hair on a peanut butter sandwich.
It's my favorite piece of graffiti in St. Louis. When you're
That's
driving
awesome,
through
man.
downtown, shut up, McCarty. When you're driving to downtown on one of the buildings, there's this big painting of Red Fox that says, "What would Red do?"
WWRD.
If Cleveland can hold serve at home, they'll be just the 3rd team in finals history to force a Game 7 after trailing 3-1 in the series.
Can you take that over there and set it next to her?
Last year's title in Cleveland with a
I
win.
can sit it down anywhere.
Set it down next to her.
Draymond Green returns to the
But
lineup
you
after
can't zoom or adjust the camera, so if you sit it in certain places, you can't see anything.
the Warriors will
There is just fine.
You can only see him right now.
Well, when I walked over there, you couldn't see anything because you can't adjust the camera. It just
Did you
is.
set it on the thing behind him?
from the
On the
sports desk of 11
tripod?
Well, you probably still won't be able to see
Can you
anything.
get us both?
Another peek at your screen. Looks like we've got a major accident on.
In other words, can you
Your Gilbert
hand the
Drive.
room?
Keep you updated on.
Don't mind them; they're idiots.
Mind you, you are on live right now. So.
At 687 Road.
Can I say a dirty word?
No.
Yes, I can. They said I could.
No.
Will it turn sideways so you get a wider view?
Hell, I don't know.
Yes, you know how to do that. Whoa! I feel like I'm on a boat. Whoa!
Let's try that.
At least she's not self-conscious about this.
That's funny.
No.
You can raise the legs go all the way up.
Yeah, but it still has to be able to get you two in the picture. There's no adjusting the camera. Adjusting the tripod is not going to fix anything.
We're having fun in here with Matt, our morning show producer.
Robert. She's talking into the
genius.
microphone like it's going in.
It's going in. Can't you see it going in? It's getting the back of his head now. We need some of that powder.
Robert, I quit.
No, you can't quit. You gotta set the camera up first.
All right. Oh yeah, this tripod's talented. Now I'm looking at Robert's butt.
You can raise it all the way up.
This is it, woman.
No, the legs come all the way up. Drag them. There's another. Undo the next one. Yeah, keep going.
That's all there is.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We'll put it little on the counter right here. Then maybe.
It doesn't work because the camera doesn't zoom.
Or we need a table to set it on or something.
Idiots. Idiots, idiots, idiots.
That's as long as it gets. That's what she said.
You're acting.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
You're acting like you've never been on camera before.
That's so funny.
News Radio 710 Keel, Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty 722. Are we streaming live on Facebook right now on the Keel Facebook?
Yeah, you can see what
Okay.
we do off the air.
And
you
you're
can
acting,
see,
just stop. You're acting like you've never, they can figure it out.
Can they?
Yeah. They'll know if we're talking into the mics
Yeah.
and then when we're not.
Right, that's
Because
true.
as soon as you start scratching and trying to fix whatever it is you
Hey,
have to.
I was adjusting my bra. Leave me alone.
Well, unfortunately, never mind. I'm not.
Don't go there.
No one wants to. 722 News Radio 710 Keel. As always, let me grab the copy. My finger's never far from the 710 Keel Bayou Bell Dumpster Dump button. For all your waste disposal needs, call 671-9900 or look online, BayouBellWaste.com. Okay, about, God, this goes back about 20, no, longer than that. It was between like maybe 78 or 79.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at a station in Hartford, Connecticut. And we were we carried Red Sox games, Boston Red Sox games.
Yes, I love the story.
Which meant we always had Boston Red Sox tickets,
Yes.
especially for opening day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Boston against, I want to say Cleveland, I don't remember for sure, but me and a bunch of folks from the radio station, we went to Boston for the Red Sox game at Fenway. I mention this because my friends Tommy and Kristen, in addition to going to Cape Cod to watch baseball this summer, they're going to make a trip to Fenway Park.
Okay.
And this is my Fenway story. And if you've ever got the chance to go, it's awesome. I mean, Fenway is it's better than Wrigley, and I've been to Wrigley.
I love this story.
Fenway is awesome.
Green Monster.
So yeah, that's you drunk.
Or the people in the operating room.
So we're in the stands, and it's April in Boston, which means it's about 42 degrees and really windy. Or as they call it in Boston, a perfect day for baseball.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's freezing. It's brutally cold. And the baseball game's going on, and the wind gusts. I mean, when I say gusting at 30, 35, 40 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but something blew in my eye that turned out to be a little shard of a peanut shell.
Oh.
And have you ever gotten something in your eye that the wind blew into your eye, that you could see it coming?
No.
And just at the last minute, I saw this little thing whap into my eye.
Oh, no.
And I grabbed my eye because it hurt.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I probably shouldn't rub it because I don't want to scratch, but I'm trying to
Get out of there,
and
yeah.
work. And this goes
Water
on
it
for
out.
4 or 5 minutes, and my eyes, it's starting to sweat. I mean, it's just, and I can't get the peanut shell shard out of my eye. So I say to the guys I'm with, I'm saying, can you guys, I'm showing them, can you guys see? And they can't because they've been drinking beer.
Right.
And it's 40 degrees and I didn't want their fingers in my eye. So I figure at Fenway Park, somewhere in the bowels of this historic stadium, has to be like a nurse's station, an infirmary, some sort of little health care place.
Right.
And I go to one of the beer stands or something, and I say, is there like a nurse or an infirmary? I got something, and they pointed me to where it was. And I walk on down, and I find it, and I see this steel door that says infirmary.
Okay.
And I open the door.
I can only imagine what's in there.
I open the door.
Fenway Park Infirmary.
And when I tell you it looked like a MASH unit,
Oh gosh.
I'm being kind.
Yeah.
I mean, I opened the door. It looked like a Civil War operating room, like a Matthew Brady photograph.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guys are screaming, "Don't take my leg!"
Yeah.
It's
Bloody rags.
it's horrible.
I'm sure it smelled lovely.
It just, I mean, I swear to you, there's 30 guys in there.
Oh.
And they're all drunk, and they've all been in fights.
Yeah.
And their hands they're in bandages, and their
Right.
faces are all beat up and bruised.
Oh, God.
And they're and there's moaning and groaning,
Yeah.
and I'm sure somewhere in the back they're doing amputations. It's an awful place. It's like a third world. Oh my! It's a horrible place.
You come in there. Hey, peanut shell in my eye.
Well, the nurse, who I can only describe as, and everybody says Nurse Ratched from Cuckoo. I said,
yeah.
oh no. If you're familiar with Timothy Oliphant and Justified, there was a character the second year, a drug dealer named Mags, who was a rather hefty, rough woman.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Mags.
This was, just imagine she looked like you.
Hey, that's not nice.
So
She was nicer, actually.
Mags comes up to me and says, this nurse, and she's in sort of white, and she's got this apron on.
Not turning you on at all.
Uh-uh. And she says, what's the problem?
Deeper voice than yours.
And there's all these guys behind me who are moaning and crying and whining, and they're
Get me out of here.
don't take my leg. And she looks at me and says, what's the trouble? And I don't know how I said it, but whatever I said, I'm sure this is what she heard. I have a peanut shell in my eyes. And she looks at
Did she
me.
laugh?
She looks at me and goes, oh no, this woman had never laughed in her life.
Oh God.
She looks at me and says, you're joking.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
said, yeah, peanut shell in my eye.
Help me, please.
Yeah. So she looks at me. I kind of bend over in this pitiful sort of, can you help me? You know, like the lion with the thorn. And she takes out of her apron, you know, the Q-tip on the wooden stick.
Oh yeah.
And she takes one of those out, and she kind of half puts her finger in my eye. Now, put your palm up. Now jab it with your index finger. That's how she got the peanut shell out of my eye.
At least she didn't use a spoon.
And she
So when did the blood stop?
And so
flowing?
she takes the Q-tip away from my eye. I'm going, ow, ow,
Ow.
because she literally poked my eye out. And she says, I think that's better. I think I got it.
Oh my God.
I was cured.
She got it.
Yeah, she really got it.
Wow.
Now I had a dislocated retina, but that's
Yeah.
not. But the point being,
Been wearing glasses ever since May.
I had. Oh my God! It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life.
Wow.
And if anything ever happens to you at Fenway Park where you require some sort of medical assistance,
Call 911.
trust me on this. Leave the stadium.
Yeah,
Go
go
to
elsewhere.
Boston General.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit more
It sure
hygienic.
will.
Oh, don't
Oh,
take
man.
my leg. It was an amazing adventure. News Radio 710 KEEL. Erin has local news just a couple of seconds away. KEEL News Radio time is 7:28. She literally goes, hit.
Oh, that's funny.
Like I said, at least she didn't use a spoon and scoop out your eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, problem I could fix.
2 for $5.29.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Big hitter, the llama. Long.
Llama.
Llama.
Car insurance.
Did you know Bill Murray just got awarded the Mark Twain Comedy Award or Humor Award or whatever?
Really?
Yeah.
Safe planning is master planning for the needs of seniors. This is our specialty.
We need more Bill Murray, not
Showing
less.
you how to preserve your hard-earned assets. Schedule a
You
consultation.
see Broken Flowers?
Uh-huh.
That's a freaking awesome movie.
That's safe planning.
Him and Jeffrey Wright, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright plays his neighbor. Good morning, 729 News Radio 710 KEEL traffic. Here's Ruben.
Speaking of Bill Murray,
a major accident on Wilkinson near Gilbert Drive and Wheelless Avenue.
Although it
Keeping
is
you updated
unique.
on that, and if you have any other updates, please give us a call on our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687
The football
Road,
coach at Baylor was fired,
687
right?
Road.
Yeah, Art Biles.
Well, a few of the usual
Don't
morning
forget the
clouds will
sounder.
pass through, but it will turn mostly sunny as we move through the day with no rain in the forecast.
Wave to your fans,
Humidity
you're still
keeps its
on
grip
live.
on the
What?
region, and our
You're
highs
still
will be
on
in the mid to upper 90s today. Heat index values will push 105
How can you tell if
this
people are
afternoon.
watching?
Don't take my leg.
eyeball on the top. That tells you how many there are.
Friday.
Really?
33 meteorologist
Anybody?
Josh Morrison.
12 people.
12.
With a bullet.
Y'all calm down.
Hundreds of people gathered in front of the Caddo Courthouse to remember the 49 people who lost their lives in Orlando. The candlelight vigil was organized by PACE and various members of the LGBT community. Shreveport police continue the hunt for 2 alleged kidnappers. Matt Parker has details.
Shreveport police are searching for 2 men wanted for kidnapping and robbery. Early Wednesday morning, the 2 men allegedly forced a casino goer into
There's
their
been no
vehicle,
response
assaulted
from-
him, and stole his winnings before tossing him out on the side of the road. You see a picture of the 2 wanted men on our website,
Check for,
710keel.com.
Don't
If you have
forget to
any
check
information
for,
about the crime, call crime.
Roy
Stop
Yang.
at
Don't forget Robert.
673-7373.
Oh, well.
I'm Matt Parker, News Radio 710 KEEL.
Governor John Bell Edwards continues to talk taxes. He set up a transportation task force to look into revenue-raising measures such as gas taxes, tolls, and other ideas. But he says those dollars will have to go towards transportation.
The Constitution requires those proceeds to go to the Transportation Trust Fund. They cannot then be spent on things like hospitals and universities and TOPS and K through 12 education.
On another topic, the governor says he's a big supporter of the Second Amendment, but he is in favor of a measure that would prohibit people on terrorist watch lists who can't even board planes from buying guns.
I think that that's common sense, and I don't think there's anything about the Second Amendment that requires us not to do things that are clearly about common sense and safety for the public.
Louisiana roads among the worst in the country. CarInsurance.com says Louisiana has the 3rd worst driving environment in the nation. Only Oklahoma and California are worse. The study says 62% of our roads rate poor to mediocre. 29% of our bridges are structurally deficient. And the state has the 2nd highest insurance rates in the nation. Town of Blanchard set to put an alcohol measure on the ballot in November. Mayor Jim Galambos tells us it's about annexing property, including the new Walmart and other growth areas on Highway 1.
We're surrounded right now by businesses that currently sell alcohol, so it's not that area doesn't have alcohol coming into it. It's going to mean more tax money, more growth for the city. It enables the police department to grow with the annexations that we're doing, providing them more officers, more cars, newer equipment, etc.
So far, no organized opposition has surfaced. 3 more women have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against Baylor University, saying the school did nothing to help them after they reported being sexually assaulted on or near campus. The Baptist school in Waco has come under blistering criticism for how it mishandled allegations of sexual assault in recent years, including several cases involving football players. Change of heart in Baton Rouge, where LSU will now allow visiting bands to perform during halftimes after not allowing it last year. Deputy Athletic Director Eddie Nunez says the plan involves changes to seating in the south end zone to allow bands to take a more direct route onto the field.
What we're looking at doing is opening up access for them from the seating bowl directly onto the field. What this will do is give us an opportunity to not have them stage on the field prior to the end of the half.
Nunez says there were safety concerns with having 2 bands along the sidelines before the end of the first half. We'll see lots of sunshine, heat advisory in effect today, high near 95 degrees. Right now it's 80. KEEL News Radio time is 7:34.
Hi, this is Lisa James with Towns Fruit in Shreveport, Bossier City. We need to customize
You for me?
our all-in-one resource. Use several printers, copiers, fax machines,
Ollie just texted me back.
Olive, body, banana, spaniel, body, feet, five, Molly.
Want to learn how they can help streamline
Ollie.
productivity and help with your content? Or network design?
She wants to
Get
know the
ready
topic,
with
your
your
reflections on the vigil.
752-1959. Or find them anytime online at
On
Innovative
the
Office Systems.
candlelight vigil.
This portion of the show
We're talking about 8 o'clock, 8:10. See if you can do 8:20. That's not a 7-minute thing.
She's probably going to be in a meeting. She might have to do it at 7:40.
Actually, do it at 7:40 would be awesome.
Heating and air conditioning system.
7:40.
You're too afraid you can't afford it, or it'll empty your bank account? Bobby Brandon Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Bryant factory authorized dealer, has 12, 24, 36.
She just got out of bed. Somehow I doubt she's
No,
doing
she's
it.
already in the office.
God, she's crazy. I mean, she works a 70-hour a week.
Bobby Brandon
That girl
Heating and Air
crazy.
Conditioning, 747
She cray-cray, as the kids say.
Well, as kids in 1997,
Well, that's when I grew up, Robert.
is that my kids? It's time to move on, Matt.
Never know to move on.
Were you able to get a drink out of the machine finally?
No, I'm drinking coffee.
Oh man.
What is? Oh man, what is the
He couldn't make the vending machines work.
News Radio 710 Keel, online 710keel.com, radio up after the smartphone. As always, this portion of the show powered by Abalone Door and Ironworks.
What was that you were speaking
I'd
in?
be talking into my coffee mug.
Oh, were you?
Abalone Door and Ironworks, raising garage door standards one home at a time.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Today,
Echo,
day.
You're at Fenway.
Exactly.
Only the shadow knows.
Welcome to Fenway Park.
I got a couple of texts. News Radio 710 Keel 735. A couple of texts during and after. I'll leave it for 740.
Yeah, we're going to speak with the mayor at 7:40 this morning.
A couple of texts about the Fenway Park story. And they find it hard to believe that Fenway could be better than Wrigley Field in Chicago.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of fights over that. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I didn't think someplace could be better than Wrigley Field in Chicago, and Fenway's better. It just is.
Yeah,
And
there's so much history.
You
in
haven't
Fenway.
been to either one.
I have been to Fenway.
Which one?
I've been to Wrigley. I've been to the one in Cleveland. I've been to Candlestick Park in San Fran.
There are.
I've been to the one in Dallas, of course.
That's new though.
Yeah, that's a new
Were
one.
you at the old one in Cleveland?
The old one in Cleveland, because I was
State-
there
on the
in
riverfront.
yeah, I was there in about
That's it.
1975.
That was when I worked there the first time.
Yeah, I was there. They put our name on the marquee.
Okay, here's the deal about the old Cleveland Stadium that was built in the early 1920s and seated 80-something thousand people. There are parts of that stadium that you could understand. When I lived in Cleveland, and in fact the whole time I lived on the East Coast and in the Midwest, as a Southern guy, every March 15th, I expected the weather to start getting warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Just because instinctively as a Southern kid, that's what I anticipated. We had baseball games in Cleveland snowed out in May. Understand, it doesn't really start to warm up in Ohio, especially on the Great Lakes,
Right.
till the middle of May, till maybe the 1st of June. It's in the 40s at night and maybe 60s. I mean, occasionally you'll get a warm front.
Sure.
The point I was going to make was that if you went to Cleveland Stadium, you could go to Cleveland Stadium in July or even August in what would even be termed in Ohio the dog days of summer. And you could go to reaches. Understand, when I was there, the old Cleveland Stadium, they were a horrible team.
Right.
I mean, they were awful. So in a 75, 80,000 seat stadium, that's literally would be, you'd hit, for lack of a better term, you would hit an air pocket where it would be 45 or 50 degrees. Just because it was so out of just away from everything,
Sure.
and nobody was sitting there.
Right.
Then the sun never shone, not only on the Indians, but in the far, far reaches of Cleveland Stadium. And you were there.
Yeah.
We could have gone to a game
We
together.
could have. Yeah.
Kind of freaks us both out.
It is weird.
Stand by, Mayor Ollie Tyler will join us in just a couple of seconds talking about the vigil downtown Shreveport last night, remembering the folks in Orlando, and what time was that? What time?
9 o'clock last night.
started
She
off.
works from sun up to sunset and beyond.
Her honor, the mayor standing by. News Radio 710 Keel 739.
I don't see the bubble on mine, man.
Like we're having a jam up
Where do I see it?
highway near I-49 due to a fire
On my Facebook.
emergency. Be cautious around that.
You have to be on the KEEL page.
Updates for
I'm on the
us.
KEEL
Be
page.
sure and dial our Planet Fitness traffic hotline at
at the
Oh, I
top.
see an eyeball now. I see an eyeball. Okay. The back of your chair is digitizing like there's bad words on it. That's funny.
Well, our internet connection sucks.
Yeah.
And tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 77.
It's reached 219 people.
Josh Morrison.
Having more than your home
People
is
say cool.
causing a wide range of medical
Robert
problems.
spends his break singing the name game.
Also be expensive.
Hey, now I can shout fair tax live on Facebook. Doug, you gotta love Doug.
Great, Doug.
Oh.
Oh, you ruined it. I was going to get Robert to guess who might have said that.
Oh, that's 2 shares. How do I share it?
Mention the fair tax.
You click share like a normal person, like you would anything else.
Okay, share.
Come on, Roy
Put it on
boy.
my page.
Roy boy, is that
Well,
you?
sharing it on the KEEL page ain't going to do no good. It's already there.
I mean, share it right, exactly.
How do you do it? You the most patient man in the world. No wonder you're filled with hatred and vitriol.
See, I'm not crazy.
No.
There's a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's ready? Miss Ollie's ready?
Oh yeah, she's been there. She's been enjoying your tales of Wrigley.
Did she say, hi Gary?
No, actually. I'm surprised. She just said, good morning.
Good morning.
You got to start on this?
She's at her desk. Yeah. Now they won't be able to hear her, correct?
No.
Oh well. We gotta figure that out.
They won't be able to hear us. We're turned away from the camera. Stand by. Good morning, 742. It's News Radio 710 KEEL, online at 710keel.com. And as always, you can download absolutely free Radio Pup app for your smartphone.
We're joined by Shreveport Mayor Ollie Tyler. There was a candlelight vigil last night in front of the Caddo Courthouse. You were out there late last night. First off, give us your reflections last night. It was a pretty big crowd. How were you feeling on that night? It's kind of somber.
Good morning, Miss Ollie. How are you today? Miss Ollie, I'm sure you spoke last night. Could you sort of review for us what you had to say to the crowd?
Ask you this, Mayor, and I don't know how much time you spend, but everybody we've spoken to said what happened in Orlando could happen anywhere. How much time do you and your staff actually spend, you can't plan for it, but being ready in case something like this should happen here?
What can you tell us about that? I mean, that's sort of that you can share with us about that plan.
Ask you this, Mayor, and I know you're a very spiritual woman, but do you genuinely, deeply in your heart have concerns that a terrorist act could happen. I mean, all of us seem, oh, that won't happen here in Shreveport. How big is that in your brain?
You know, Aaron and Robert, I go to bed thinking about all of the things in Shreveport and South America and across our nation. You know, I'm concerned, you know, especially about my city, but I'm just concerned about people across the nation because I am a Christian, because I do love people. I think about it. I think about it all the time, and I'm constantly having dialogue with our police department and our fire department and first responders, you know, about what are we doing, what plans do we have in place. You know, and we have a huge intelligence bureau with our police department, and so they're constantly, and I can tell you constantly, looking at crime patterns. They're constantly in touch with not just the Shreveport Police Department, but with all law enforcement agencies. I mean, we have a task force that they formed together to combat certain crimes and much more. So, but yes, I think most of us, particularly public servants who try to serve in a leadership role, have concerns about it because it can be everywhere. But all we can do is try to be proactive and engage our community, and we're trying to do that in a deeper way. I think you know that we had a call to action meeting several Saturdays ago, and we plan to do those about every 4 months, just so that we can pull in all of those folk who are concerned about violence in our community and try to come up with strategies and ways we can better get receive information before something bad happens. Usually almost in every case, whenever something happens that's really, really, really hurtful to all families, people will say to us, well, you know, I knew that was going to happen. And what we say to them is, please let us know before it does, because we do have programs in place that will help sometimes people who are experiencing difficulties. And so, you know, we're trying to do that in a deeper way. But yes, it's in my mind.
Can we or should we do more to get guns off the streets?
You know, Aaron, that question has been a burning issue, I think, you know, for many, many years. And I don't know the answer to that. You know, I hear both sides, and I have to listen to both sides. Some say if we can get, you know, the assault weapons that shoot, you know, 25, 50, 100 times, that may help if we can get those guns. Because, you know, the Orlando case is a prime example. You have people who have access to those kinds of weapons. They're not for hunting. They're not ready for protection. They're for killing as many things or people as we possibly can kill. So, you know, so the debate there, you know, just have to weigh it.
Mayor Ollie Tyler, we thank you for breaking into your schedule this morning for us. We appreciate it so much.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Miss Ollie. Always our pleasure. Hope you can join us in studio soon.
Thank you, sir.
News Radio 710 KEEL. Fletcher and Sports just a couple of seconds away. Your money now is coming up. KEEL News Radio time 7:48. They are hunting rifles. Exactly what they are 50 is a hunting rifle.
Huge summer sale down, price cuts and discounts. 0% financing for 60 months now available on select models when you finance them forward. Plus an extra $1,000.
I can't say anything. I own an SKS.
What?
An SKS.
Extra savings on all remaining hail-damaged vehicles. Don't wait. These vehicles are going fast. It's the
But who would I be to
inventory
correct the mayor?
sell down this week at Ray Ford.
A removal
Hometown
of the
Ford dealer since 1911.
Did you know the top home project to increase the value in your home is a bathroom remodel? Making a decision to update your bathroom, lay out a plan, decide on a complete
got
look
screwed
and
up.
feel. Glass Services' attention to detail is why our customers keep coming back.
Oh,
for
gosh.
all their
Uh-oh.
services. From
Are you
shower
trained right
no, I'm
now?
fine.
custom
Uh-oh.
heaters, and our
Maybe.
Easy Frame
Maybe.
framing system. Get the most out of your investment.
I'm glad I'm
Hang
on
on.
camera.
Visit us online at glassservices.org.
Aside from our usual jam-ups on I-20,
No, disaster. Disaster waiting to happen.
due to a fire in
Just
Purvis
no,
Beach. Because
bad
of
math.
that, If you have any updates for us, be sure and dial our Planet Fitness traffic hotline at 687 Road.
It's a train wreck. A train wreck. A train wreck. I hope no one's listening.
No, they're all watching us. And they can't hear.
Oh,
so.
good. Everything worked out fine. Everything was perfect.
At a level consistent with employment growth.
My back timing was impeccable.
The worst thing that ever happened when you're on vacation.
Yeah.
You know how like you count the seconds in your head, like, all right, this is 10 seconds.
Well, you know the seconds I was supposed to count in my head right there? I missed by 10.
Listen to this. So I had the seconds lined up perfectly. I gave Aaron the mark, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I looked, I was like, we hit it. And then I looked, I was like, oh, crap, we're a minute early.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. It's when you're a minute late.
Because it was going into the legal ID. I was like, we hit it perfect. Why isn't it?
Oh, right here. Just what Miss Ollie said. And I just Googled AR-15 hunting. The 11 best AR-15s for deer hunting in North America. The AR-15, great hunting rifle. Discount rifles for hunting. The ATI Omni Hybrid Max AR-15 semi-automatic. AR-15, dedicated to hunting. How to select the perfect hunting AR. Best hunting ARs for 2015. 10 best hunting ARs right now.
I'm not arguing with you, Robert.
Say hello to your family. Stop on. Say hi.
No. They can hear me.
See the back of your head.
Actually, they can see my butt, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
No, they're watching your head.
Really?
They're seeing the upper half of your back.
Guess what we're getting ready to play?
What? Shut up. Shut up. You're jelly. You're just jelly.
Oh, you got that right, kid.
Jelly.
Hey,
Jelly tight.
What?
That was a song in the
Yes.
late 60s, early 70s.
Who was it?
Tommy wrote.
That's right. I did that. We did that yesterday.
Yeah, well, your Teflon brain, not much sticks.
No, not much sticks. 8 o'clock went through.
I haven't looked. I can insert right now.
Stage on the field prior to
Change of heart in Baton Rouge, where
Yep.
3 more women have filed a federal
you're
civil
good.
rights. 3 more women have filed
So
a
I can
federal civil
assume the
rights
8:30 will be
lawsuit.
fine.
Should be.
All right.
Save us.
I'm seeing Coolio. Someone stop me
She's not
before
gonna
I
like me having
before I hip hop
control
again.
of
What?
She's not going to be happy about me asking her about gun control.
Well, like I
Change
said,
of heart in Baton Rouge, where LSU
especially
will
when
now
she said, I'll show you in a second.
opposition has surfaced.
She said they weren't hunting rifles. That's all they are. 11 best ARs for hunting in North America. Discount rifles and hunting rifles. ATA Honda AR for them. They are hunting rifles. But, like I said, she doesn't want to interrupt the mayor. I opted no.
Are you screwing this up, Robert?
Yep.
Aaron McCarty, and I'm going to share some great information with
Good
you.
job.
Aaron
Thanks,
Joe
buddy.
on with Pro Strong
I'm here for your love.
Here for my chastisement.
255 will work, correct?
My question is, does the camera add 15 pounds?
You only hope.
Yes, it
My
does.
God, he looks 170.
Oh, God. You could be a wrestler if you look at our Facebook page. We could be wrestlers up in here.
Well, you could definitely be a wrestler.
Yes. Hey, be nice.
Yokozuna.
Be nice.
It was other materials that have not been disclosed.
You have to be
Perfect.
sure
Both
woman.
55. 55, homie.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Don't piss me off.
The French tickler.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Nice
The
hat.
kids watching.
Nice hat.
There could be someone's child watching.
Says the woman who curses more than either of us.
Shut up, bitch.
I really wish there was a dump button on this. There's a 5-second delay, but no dump.
No, don't. There is a delay on Facebook? Oh, there is? Yeah, you're right.
It's delay, yes. Well, it's not like you have an option.
Oh, we're just having way too much fun up in here. Up in
Who is
here.
she talking to?
I don't know.
I think she
And she's talking into a microphone like it goes into.
I'm saying it's like she's never been on camera before. She's like, watch me, everybody, watch me.
You know who she reminds me of? A toddler.
No, she brought one of the kids on like Bob and his buddies in 1958.
Who was alive then, Robert?
Where's
No
my
one was alive then.
You know who she reminds me of? One of those kids in the Kool-Aid Cartel.
Gum bumping Kool-Aid.
Oh, you were shaking your butt just now.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, we got a little butt shake going. Watch out.
What is wrong with her?
I don't know.
It's a camera.
I don't know.
What time do we get here?
Hang on.
Hang on.
My God. Hang on. Good morning, 755 News Radio 710 Keel. Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty. Online at 710keel.com. Radio pop app for your smartphone, a free download, and live this morning on Facebook, on the Keel Facebook page.
He just threw you under the bus, big boy. Matt just threw you under the bus.
No, not me.
What time? People are asking us questions. Like, what time do you guys get there each morning? And Keel News Radio replied, Blake, Aaron and Matt get here between 3:45 and 4:30.
Yes.
Robert gets here 2 minutes before we start at 6.
Well, if I'm on time.
We have another from Jay over in Dallas.
How is that throwing me? Those are merely the facts.
That's the facts,
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Jay says, I've been listening to you two for years, the KBKI days and beyond. I'm in Dallas now and have to listen on Radio Pop.
Awesome.
Thank God for apps like that.
I'm watching you here. I got a text a couple of minutes ago. I'm not going to mention names. Text says, I'm watching you. I text back, am I cute? Text comes back, of course the camera is aimed at your butt. I text back, well, it's not the first time you looked.
Oh!
We'll just stop.
Well,
I really
right
hope
there.
this is a woman you're talking to.
Yeah, I do too.
No.
Oh, God, it's not. It's
No,
one of
no.
his golf buddies.
757 News Radio 710 Keel. Sean Hannity time right now.
Any parting words? I'm shutting this stuff down.
On that?
Yeah.
Well, let it go for another hour. It's okay with me.
Yeah, let it roll. Amy's watching it. Leave it up. Shit. Blocking's watching it.
Watch your language.
Don't.
Did I say something bad?
Yes, don't swear. You should stop swearing.
I didn't swear.
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
You said in the last.
Have you seen our main bumper? Our hourly bumper is now on a Applebee's ad. Or one of them, Applebee's or...
You mean the Jet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got it off a movie. I mean, I saw it at the end of a movie. This is awesome.
What song is it?
Can't say.
It's 483 people
I
reached.
pulled it off of the back of an ESPN special on
Getting there.
the it was a 30 for 30.
Oh, it's how well you mow
It
fast.
was
Visit your
on
local
Don
John
Weber
Deere dealer
Jr.
today
the
and
bowler.
see why nothing
You know,
yeah,
I don't listen to that weird
Machine.
Hang on a second.
Now serving you with
I love
locations in
bowlers. At the
Oklahoma,
end of that,
Texas, and Arkansas.
and I thought, that's an incredible piece of music. I mean, it's an awesome piece of music. So I found it. Good morning, 7:59. It's News Radio 710 Keel. Traffic and weather updates before Fox News. Here's Ruben.
Looking like we're having the usual jam up on
I found it on
down
YouTube.
near
30,
Spring
the whole
and
30 for
Market.
30
Be
and
sure
just
to
puts it in
caution around that. If you have any
Oh.
updates for us, please don't hesitate to call
Make it look-
687
This
Road.
blocking a lot
That
of
is
you.
our Planet
Good.
Fitness traffic hotline.
Hang on.
687 Road.
Hang on, kids. Hang on. Just about 8 o'clock, News Radio 710 Keel Fox 33 forecast. Mostly cloudy this morning, sunny and hot and humid later today. High today, low to middle 90s. Right now, 81. News Radio 710 Keel.
Your station for
Nailed
news,
it.
weather, and stimulating talk.
Because then it would look, because it's trying to focus on the chair. Slip
Well,
the chair out.
News Radio
No.
710.
It's supposed to be in a like a what do you call those? The people that like to spy on you.
Radio
Here at work.
710.
You're not supposed to even acknowledge that that thing's there.
Yeah, and so stop talking to the camera.
You're ruining the entire bit.
You're messing up the
The only thing
acting.
I've changed is my cursing.
CIA director.
Yes,
No.
you're doing more of it. No, what? You haven't
I've
let
limited
up.
it. I've limited my cursing.
Well,
Can we connect the Bayou Bell dump button to the internet?
We need to do that, by the way, after
new
this.
Bayou Bell here.
Yes.
Let's do the generic.
Yes.
Do the generic instead of the. Today's Thursday, isn't it?
Yep.
It
There's
is.
lots to do today.
Me too.
Oh, me
I gotta
too.
plan another trip to New Orleans.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh,
I think I got another week and a half to kill before the end of the year.
I've got 4.
I got a lunch, too.
It's freaking awesome.
Where's my teasers? Where's my teasers?
Actually, that was Brooke down in the office.
What? Oh, was
She
it?
said that the camera was pointed at my butt.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like there's an army, a legion of women clamoring.
No, clamoring for your behind. They got a good shot of it now, though. It's a good view of it. It's not bad.
There's worse butts in this building. Do 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 do.
There's 9 people watching you. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning,
How are
y'all.
you today?
Some of the comments go away. That's weird.
I don't know how that works.
That's very bizarre. I'm gonna go on my page and see.
Did someone spill syrup on this table? Or so. I can't believe that I might have done this and screwed this up. No, definitely that wouldn't be me. Stand by, kid. Good morning, 8:03, News Radio 710 KEEL, Robert and Erin. Hang on, local news is next. What you got?
Big turnout for the candlelight vigil last night to remember the victims in Orlando. Will film tax credit changes be on the way again? Another round. And how are our roads faring?
There are those on the political left who will tell you that if you are a proponent of the Second Amendment, if you are anti-gun control, that you are just as guilty in those Orlando shootings as is Omar Mateen.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's legit? We'll talk about that. Maybe a little U.S. Open golf, because there's a couple of Shreveport guys in Pittsburgh at Oakmont playing today. Fletcher Sports, traffic and weather on the 9s, all coming up this hour right here on News Radio 710 KEEL.
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 Time to shop for a bigger boat. Because with its best
I
in
need a
class,
bigger boat.
31,210 pounds towing, you can
Dolls
tow a much larger
reference,
one than you
nice.
ever thought possible.
Thanks
It's
for
that kind of
mentioning Twin
uncompromising
Lens
leadership that
photography
has
on
more
the air.
people
Heard y'all
driving
talking
Ram
about it.
trucks than ever before.
Several
They're
friends heard you
America's
talking
longest
about it.
lasting
What?
pickups. Join us
Several
now
of their
during the
friends
Ram
heard you
Drive and
talking about
Discover
Twin
event.
Lens.
Now
Twin
get
About what?
$5,000
Lens. The people
total
who did
cash
your Jimmy
allowance
Dance
on
Bridge
Ram
video.
2500 Tradesman Crew Cab.
Well, we talked about it last week. I talked about it what happened was they put an apology up.
Why?
because they were being accused of wanting to protect the barn swallow. And so they said, we don't believe in protecting the barn swallow. We just did that. They got, it was all these, it was, bless their hearts.
They got hate mail.
Yeah, I went on the radio and said, you know, about unintended collateral damage. Remember, I told the story about the guy in Grand Rapids.
Right.
You know? What? No good deed goes unpunished? They do us a favor and they're getting busted up.
I know, that's terrible.
Luxury without limits. Jaguar of Shreveport.
That was great.
It was an awesome video. I mean, it's an amazing shot.
I hadn't seen anything like that. There was like tons of birds' nests. Hundreds of people gathered.
I didn't realize that they like built these little mud huts under there for a bunch of, you know.
They're like the Aztecs.
Well, with fewer feathers.
Obama and the Vice President will visit Orlando today. The White House says Mr. Obama plans to make clear during his visit that the country stands with the people of Orlando and with the LGBT community there as they grieve for their loss. Oh, Lord. Will more changes be on the way for film?
How come some of the comments go away, Matt?
John Bell Edwards
they don't go away.
Where are they?
$80 million in credits paid out. And there are no plans for any more
You just have to
changes.
click on the full post. Don't mess with it. I don't want you to accidentally disconnect it. If you want to keep it rolling, so don't touch
More
it.
bad news.
Well, how do I see all the other comments?
Worst in the country.
They'll show up when you pop up,
According to a report conducted
or after we
by
end it,
CarInsurance.com,
or if you click the thing, like if you scroll over the video,
Scroll over the video.
and it says click for more.
Click for more?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes. Don't click anything else.
Scroll over the video. Scroll over the video. It says click for more.
Click for more?
Traffic fatality.
That?
Yes. Click the scroll over the video.
Turn that off.
Well, I click for more, and that's what I got.
Yeah, because it plays the video.
Oh.
You're in queue.
Why can't I just see the comments?
Spending in several agencies. OSHA Representative Mike
Jesus,
Johnson
woman.
says DHS
You're trying to make me throw up.
has a $12 billion budget.
I wish I had had the time to go through every line in that whole long
That's
budget,
really kinda
but my
cool.
Democrat colleagues leapt to their feet and brought motions to limit the time for debate.
Johnson says that's not the only agency wasting
You
taxpayer
had trouble
dollars.
getting that cut, huh? Or did
In
Angela do that
January
one?
by the Legislative Auditor's Office highlighted overblown spending in the Education Department, DEQ, and specific school districts, among others. Police searching for two men.
Bum, bum, bum.
So are you going? Is your dad gonna be home for Father's Day?
No.
You gonna go see him?
No.
Why not?
He's going to a funeral.
On Father's Day?
Well, his sister died, so it's this weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Were you close to her?
Not super close.
Where does she live?
She lived in Orlando.
Where's the funeral?
Orlando.
And that's where he's going?
My dead aunt.
That's where your dad's going?
I would assume.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad. So you won't get to see your pops for Father's Day?
No, he wasn't coming in anyway.
Is your mom going with him?
I don't know.
The apparatus being used to dispose of military
I'm not
property
privy to their plans.
exceeds the EPA's max standards.
So you might be alone on Father's Day?
I'm alright with
He's
that.
not a father.
Well, he won't have his daddy with him.
His daddy doesn't live here anyway.
Well, I know, but he
That's what I just said.
come here to see him.
Why would he come?
It's
He lives here too.
your sons, by no accident, live 5. I told you the story when I was married.
They didn't move away to get away from me. They love me.
They both joined the Marines, but
They love me.
I'd rather get shot at than be in the
I'd
same
rather-
state as my mother.
Y'all are
give me
mean.
put me in the gas room.
Y'all are evil. I
Rather
would
than
say
eat your
something
cooking.
dirty, but I'm not going to do that right now.
You're better than that. Be better than that. Aim high, kid. Aim high.
Can I sign up for special mission overseas?
Yeah.
No contact.
Got anybody that jumps from planes without parachutes? How about that human glider program?
I'm Lex Friedman.
What's the most top secret thing I can do when there's zero contact with the outside world?
Give me that one.
I like that.
Oh, you're terrible.
One phone call a
It's not
year.
Bayou Bell, bud.
We can get into this. I would do the 30. Here, we got a minute here anyway. Don't let us forget Bayou Bell at 8:30.
Don't forget Yo Yang.
I texted him and he didn't get back.
He's on Facebook. He just posted something.
Did he? He's probably working.
2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Are you texting the right phone now that he has 5 freaking phone numbers?
Roy, check his phone.
Where are you, Roy Gang?
I'm going to send them a message on Facebook. Check your phone.
Do it.
It's plural. I don't know which one Robert texted.
Send him that.
Roy Yang, where are you?
Is
Yang.
there any chance you can do an 8:10 or anytime during the hour? If not, have a great weekend. You wiener.
Robert says, check your phone, you wiener.
No, don't say that. Just be nice to Lloyd. 10 past 8 o'clock, News Radio 710 KEEL traffic and weather updates. Here's Ruben Wright.
Looking like we're having
He's got to quit saying that.
Streets.
He's a streets.
Streets.
Take a look at your streets.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's his first day. Give him a minute.
Call it 687 Road.
There's no problem.
Hey, at least there's no stupid jokes about fat cows.
Yeah.
We could get there, you know.
Oh, Steve already, Steve, come back.
God, I woke up at 2 o'clock again today.
Kansas. God almighty. Topeka, Kansas.
It's like one step above Fargo, North Dakota.
Topeka, Kansas is where I won my national championship.
You're making it sound like
Salina, Kansas. What is it?
Salina?
Not too
Traffic is brought to you by Jimmy Cronje Used Cars.
Salinas, Kansas.
Salinas, wherever it is.
Salinas. Well, no, not wherever it is. Okay.
Somewhere up there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I need to repaint my nails.
Well, and twice a year's plenty.
No, shut up!
About the same rate she does her laundry.
You need good nails and
Gotta
get
get
your
out
butt
that
itches.
masking tape for the in the sprayer. Goes
Oh,
to
bad.
Earl Shive to have her nails done.
Her shirts
people are
eventually just
mean
become
to me.
tie-dye because of her mustard
Where do you
stain.
get your nails done? Brock's.
I have no mustard stains on my shirt today. Shut up.
Today!
Today.
1, 2, 3.
Today.
Today.
Yo, today.
That came
Play
up
the
to me
Coolio
the other day.
bumper.
It was like, and on all these inflections on that, and they did today, and I went,
Who did that?
y'all have your rule like that too? And they were like, yeah.
So we're not the only studio
Oh,
that
today
made
is a big deal in every studio.
with Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Today.
Tits look nice today.
Oh, Lord. Good morning to Shirley, Scott. As a cop, good listening to y'all while patrolling around in South Caddo. Nice.
Hang on, give me a sec.
I was surprised. It looked like about 500 people at that thing last night. I was really shocked. You see Watley's photo?
No.
He got some good shots. Jay, you did a hell of a job. Stand by.
The dancing needs to stop.
Stand by, kids. Good morning, 12 past 8 o'clock. It's News Radio 710 KEEL, online at 710keel.com. You can always, for free, download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone. Robert and Erin.
And
Robert.
we're now broadcasting live on Facebook, just
Yep,
FYI.
and if you
Want to
can't-
watch the antics behind the scenes.
I'm not sure.
And Robert's dancing. You get a good view of his butt.
It's my best side. Way over yonder on the far side of the gopher-shaped broadcast table, the one and only Matt Parker.
Out of frame.
He's
So-
kind of a technological guru here.
Last night downtown, tell me about the.
Did you see that crowd?
Tell me about it.
Candlelight Vigil was held by 3 local clubs, the Quarter Lounge, Milestone, and Central, along with PACE, People Acting for Change and Equality.
Yeah.
And they wanted folks to come down, just show solidarity, support for Orlando. And some of the folks that I've talked to said there was as many as 500 people there.
Do you think, looking at the crowd last night, do you think virtually every conservative-leaning talk show in America yesterday brought up what I brought up 2 mornings ago in this studio, that maybe it's time for the LGBT, because of the president's, I was going to say reaction, but let's be blunt, lack of reaction. And Parky and I were talking about that a little while ago. He was now you're seeing all these stories that Omar Mateen, he was a repressed homosexual, he was a repressed gay man, and he was lashing out not at the gay community in Orlando because he was a Muslim, but because he was lashing out psychologically at himself. You are going to read, and you have been reading, a million things, a million reasons why what he did was not Islamic terror based, because that goes against the template. And the point I made, no, not just me, we had that open letter that the gay activist, the LGBT activist, had written about how now he is going to support Donald Trump. He is now a Trump supporter. We read the letter yesterday.
Right.
Because he is realizing, as should other members of the LGBT community, he is realizing that in the eyes of the Obama administration, when it comes to their voting factions, if you will, their little voting groups,
Right.
he says what the LGBT community should realize, and what they fail to realize, he fears, is that in the eyes of the Obama administration, Muslims are up here, LGBT is down here. Read that headline.
Homeland Security prohibited from using jihad and Sharia words that disrespect Muslims.
So in the eyes of the Obama administration, using words like jihad and Sharia, which are common terms in the Islamic community, they see those as terms of disrespect. The White House, via Homeland Security, actually the Homeland Security Council, has submitted a report. If I'm gay, if I'm lesbian, if I'm trans, and I'm watching what the Obama administration, how they're reacting to 50, 49 gay, and they're being shot, and others wounded, and their reaction, I'm going, oh, I thought you guys were looking out for me.
Right.
No, they're not.
No.
The White House, via the Homeland Security Council, has submitted a report to DHS Secretary Jay Johnson, instructing his department to not use any language that might be considered disrespectful to Muslims. The report urges DHS officials to reject religiously charged terminology and problematic positioning. Those words include jihad. Sorry, can't say jihad
Can't say it anymore.
after a terror attack, or in your planning. When you all get in the room and you say, you know, hell, I'm not 100% sure that they ever get in the room.
Right.
They may be. Would it surprise you? I don't know. That Homeland Security, because of rules laid out by the Obama administration to not appear Islamophobic, does it concern you that not just you, if you're in the LGBT community, and you hear me telling you this, the Obama administration forbids the people who are charged with preventing more terror attacks from even using words like jihad, Sharia, and takfir.
It's every day there's another chip away.
Hold on just a couple of seconds. We still have gun control to discuss.
And I gotta talk about this monstrosity of a breastfeeding story.
What?
Aren't you excited? 5.5. You haven't seen it yet?
Don't you dare turn that screen toward
Oh,
me.
let me show you this.
I may need a poncho. 18 past 8 o'clock. News Radio 710 KEEL, Fletcher in sports next.
Oh yeah, it's on 5.5 million views in like 24 hours. This dude attacks this lady who's breastfeeding at a Target. He's a Target, and he says he wants his money back, blah, 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 and then all the Target people stand up for him. Well, we can tell my breastfeeding plane story too, because that was funny.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You sit on a plane next to somebody and all you hear is...
Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so the one thing we're not going to do.
There's perfectly nothing wrong with doing that.
No. There's everything wrong with
I
doing
mean, the
that.
kid was reading a book, and then he would take
Okay,
a
it was
break and go...
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, going
Yes.
back to that whole no-fly thing with the 4-year-old, is it really such a bad thing to keep 4-year-olds off of airplanes?
Yeah,
I
you're
probably
right.
travel
No matter
more.
what it takes.
Yeah, I travel more.
Well, Malcolm X
Game
line.
6
By any
tonight,
means
right?
necessary. Keep the 4-year-olds off of planes. 19 past 8. News Radio 710 Keel. Traffic and weather updates are next. Right now, Fletchy Fletch has sports.
The sports desk of 11th and Tiger. This is Jim Fletcher. 19-year-old Sam Burns and his golf mentor David Toms teed up today as participants in the U.S.
Message Roy.
Country Club
I did.
outside Pittsburgh.
He's a wiener.
If there's a game 7, that goes back to Golden State, right, Matt?
To Oakland.
I have no idea.
Calgary alum and member of the national powerhouse LSU golf squad.
2-2-1-1-1.
Sunday?
It's 2-2-1-1-1. That's how they do it.
On a par 3 13 hole during a practice round yesterday.
Could not tell you.
2-2-1-1-1.
I don't even know what the game, what the
This is game 6 in
Tonight's
Cleveland.
game 6.
You can tell me anything.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
Game 7 would be Sunday. Okay.
Cleveland tries to win the NBA Finals tonight when they host Golden State. Game
I
6
just,
of the series. The Cavs are coming
I just
off
don't
an impressive
care.
road win Sunday in which LeBron
Up and
James,
back sports,
Kyrie
buddy.
Irving,
Up and back sports.
Well, I like hockey.
41
back.
points. If Cleveland holds serve
It
and
depends
home
on how they
field, it's the
officiate who
13th
wins this
final
series. It really
game
does.
7.
You're just figuring this out?
You mean the games might be fixed?
Not fixed. Well, maybe.
Dikembe Mutombo predicted that the Sixers, congratulations on your first round draft pick, having the number 1 pick, like hours before they selected who's going to get the number 1 draft pick.
Really?
Yeah. One day they're going to find out, much like FIFA, the NBA's.
The whole thing's rigged?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like, what was the guy's name? Ford? Who was the referee who was shaving? The NBA ref. Ford. Was it Tim Ford?
That sounds
Let me
right.
see. I think it was Tim Ford.
Bound and Spring and Market. We look like we're pretty slowed down to a crawl. Your East Kings Highway and Uri Drive. If you have any updates for us, don't hesitate to give us a call on our Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687 Road.
Hey, Aaron, love you, girl. Love both my Aarons.
Tim Donahue?
Okay, Donnie, I don't know where the hell I got Ford from. I'm stupid. He's not very smart.
We get another
I
message.
was smarter when I was younger. Oh,
You're right, Robert. It's time for LGBT. What does he say?
Partly cloudy with a low of 77. On Fox 33,
You are right, Robert. It's time for LGBT to support the Republicans.
News and the top headlines from around the state, the nation, and the world. Right here on News Radio 710 Keel. 710keel.com. Drive a little and save a lot at Claude
God, this is like Tim Brando when he does that.
Service means a lot to Claude DeBow.
Oh, there's Tim Slater on 710 Keel.
Come see Claude DeBow and Vivian or check
That
them
one?
out online at
Just the opening up. Did somebody spill soda all over? It was just sticky in here today.
Probably.
returns to CNBC.
Trubally.
Right up there. The show
Trubally.
Hang on, kids. Give little Bobby 2 seconds here to organize. Down.
I have to read this breastfeeding.
We did that 35. That is shorter segment.
But she said it was humongous.
You've been thinking you need a new
Is it
heating
gonna
and air
fit?
conditioning system.
Don't forget the,
You're afraid you can't afford it, or it'll empty your
Where's
bank
Woody Allen over with the
Bobby
huge
Brown,
breast?
heating and air conditioning
Don't
is
forget the little boy. That's all everybody talked about last night was the little boy. That was the
We'll talk
whole
about that too. Well,
subject.
that's a short segment also.
Mighty Aphrodite?
No. I was asleep.
Have they killed 5 gators, Matt? They essentially slice them open looking for. Wow.
Before they found the kid on the shore. Or what was left of him.
Why didn't they? I don't understand. What did the gator do with him? Just play with him?
Stand by.
Probably took a bite, drowned him, ate what he wanted, and left them for later. They do that all the time.
They said there was no trauma marks
Hang
on
on.
him.
Hang on. 823 at News Radio 710 Keel. Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty. And over yonder, the one, the only, the legendary Matt Parker. Yeah, back from New Orleans. I had a horrible time. It was raining every day.
Like I told
I
you.
said I had a great time. You two can shut it.
If I took him to Hawaii, he'd complain because the water's too blue.
No, I'd complain because I'd be there with you. That's a different story.
Did you know, and I mentioned this at the teaser at the top of the hour, did you know that if you, and I'm speaking collectively now to listeners, if you are a proponent of the Second Amendment, if you think further gun control is a bad idea, that you are, in the eyes of many on the political left, as complicit, you are as guilty in their eyes in the murders of those 49 people as is Omar Mateen. And the calls for more gun control, we need, nobody should have those AR-15 assault military style weapons, which they're not.
Yeah.
And Miss Ollie, bless her heart, she said an AR-15 is a hunting rifle. It is a hunting. Google AR-15 hunting rifle. You'll get it's for hunting.
The Democrats held it. Did you see a 15-hour filibuster?
Yeah, well.
Now, they ended it when top Republican lawmakers agreed to put gun reforms to a vote.
See, here's the deal, and I saw this headline. Trump and GOP lawmakers open door to restricting gun buys for those on watch list. You hear repeatedly, it's the mantra, it's what you hear now. If you can't get on a plane, you shouldn't be able to buy a gun. The problem is, it's what I've got the story. We had the story earlier this morning. Among those on the federal terror watch list is a 4-year-old little white kid from California.
Well, that's a goof of the watch list.
Okay.
You gotta fix the watch list.
The problem is the watch list is secret.
Well, someone knows about it.
Okay.
And someone needs to fix it.
We go back to gun control, okay? Who do you trust on the federal level when you have an Obama administration that uses the IRS to prosecute, to damage its political opponents? Who are you going to trust? It goes back to banning the AR-15. Okay, let's say you ban that, and I'm making this case again. You ban the AR-15, then another mass murder comes along. You're going to ban that gun? Okay, so now we've banned the just slightly less dangerous gun. So now the AR-15's gone and the next gun is gone.
Right.
So now there's another mass murder. My point is, how many guns are you going to ban until somebody who's pro-gun control says, well, I know we had a mass murder, but that gun is an acceptable size.
Yep.
Which brings me to my next question. Who do you trust in the federal government? Who do you trust to compile the list of guns that you should be allowed to own? There's nobody there right now.
Right.
I wasn't that trusting of the Bush administration. I certainly don't want anybody, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, etc., decide. Hillary Clinton, I'll repeat this again, on George Stephanopoulos a week ago. He asked her, Hillary Clinton, do you think the Second Amendment guarantees a citizen's right to own a gun? And she said, if it does, it should be well regulated.
The no-fly list is interesting to me because I travel a lot. And of late, I have been considered TSA pre-screened. And I'm not sure how they make that decision. Who makes that determination? I mean, I'm one of those that can leave my shoes on and walk through. And it's rare. There's only 1 out of about 100 of us that can do that. Military can do it, and there's certain I don't know if it's they know this lady's not carrying stuff.
And there's a
who can't even get on the plane.
4-year-old kid in California who's not allowed on the plane.
Who makes the decision about who's going to leave their shoes on and who's not?
That's the whole point. Who do you trust?
And how did they make that decision that this woman is from Shreveport's okay?
You can actually buy it.
Yeah, you can buy them. I know going into Dallas you can, but I was leaving from Shreveport and I was already TSA pre-screened somehow, and they just let me walk right through.
Here's the deal, and let's tie this up in a bow and go to the break. In the Constitution of the United States, if you asked President Obama what his proudest achievements are, he has at various points said that Obamacare, that education, i.e. Common Core. If you look at the Constitution, there is nothing in the Constitution of the United States that says the federal government should be involved in education. They run education. There's nothing in the Constitution that says the federal government should be involved in health care. They run health care. The only thing in the Constitution there is about guns says the federal government should stay the hell out. News Radio 710 KEEL.
Breastfeeding is coming up.
We promise.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll let her talk
Wait
about
till you hear this story.
Matt and his breastfeeding. 829 News Radio 710 KEEL.
student loans
Mother's
make your
milk, I
life
love it.
miserable?
Oh, you can either buy your way in,
Entire student loan forgiven.
or if you're a frequent traveler, an employee of the government, or work for TSA, you automatically get it.
You may qualify.
I'm frequent enough, I guess. I don't know.
The Student Loan Pros want to give you
So
free
basically,
information on all the student loan programs.
Mohammed Banana Ramada in, if he flies enough,
You eventually get free check.
gets a pass.
So they have to play Game 7 on Father's Day? That blows.
They play every NBA team plays on Christmas.
I know what
Every
that blows.
every NBA team plays on Martin Luther
It'll be
King.
cute to see Steph Curry's little girl, though. She'll take over.
Not if they lose.
Not if they lose, you're right.
I hope they do.
Information could change your life. Call 800.
He's not black enough to be ashamed.
We don't want the bullies to win. Come on. We
Yeah,
want a
we
team
do.
with finesse.
You know
We
what
got
else?
like 5 3-point shooters. You know they made more threes than they made twos the other night?
Shut up, Aaron.
They did. Shut the hell up. Don't piss me off. I get up in your grill. What did I just say?
Good morning, News Radio 710 Keel. Local news is next right now. Traffic time.
Looking like we're pretty jammed
Should
up.
we turn the street off now, maybe? Oh, I'm sorry to the people that are watching. I'm sorry. I had a little temper tantrum.
Market.
Oh my
If you
goodness,
have
you
any
get up in your
updates for us,
grill.
don't hesitate
Yeah, I
to
did.
call 687 Road. That's our Planet Fitness traffic hotline, 687 Road.
I don't even know if she knows what those words meant.
No, she doesn't.
There was something I wanted your opinion on, you being a baseball aficionado. What do you think about Major League Baseball all of a sudden including Ichiro's Japanese hits in his hit total and having him be past Pete Rose's record?
Well, they're not making it official. I mean, it's not official. I mean, they're going to give it like a big party for him. But no, they're not changing the rule book.
The local.
But I mean, they're celebrating him as the
I think they
greatest
should.
hitter ever.
Well, on one hand, but not the greatest. I mean, they're not Major League total hit total. I mean, it's not like they're. It's not like they're.
They're not going to change the record book.
No, exactly.
But the fact is, they're celebrating him like they did change the record book.
Well, A, they're not. B, it's okay with me. I think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't disagree with that.
Do I think they should make a big deal of it as they're doing? I don't have a feeling about it one way or the other. It's okay with me. I like Ichiro. I think he's a hell of a player.
I enjoy Ichiro, but again, I think you're taking away from Pete's accomplishments. By,
I can't see him.
And do you think that's by accident?
You put it over
Oh,
there,
no,
you
of
can't
course
see it. You
not.
put it over here, it's screwed up.
And do you think that's by accident?
Oh no, of course not.
Let's, you know.
It needs to go up high up there is where it needs to be.
You can move this up.
Is that as high as it goes?
No, it goes up high.
Where's mine?
Your elbow looks attractive, Chastity.
Thank you.
I didn't say any curse words, did I?
No more than usual.
No more than a normal day.
More than a normal.
One thing I'm most happy about is that my bunkers are already cleared
Ooh, I pooped a little.
material that they've already burned.
Matt!
The burn period was
Aaron.
700 hours.
There was something else. Let's do your.
Of the highest priority material that everybody
This is
was
huge. This
worried
thing's
about
going to be.
exploding.
You're going to end up posting it tonight or something.
What's that?
Breastfeeding.
I was born a poor black child. The Jerk was on last night. One of my favorite movies.
Horrible movie.
We have auto load issues
They're looking
too,
to
Matt.
break this.
Hmm?
It was about to snap.
Oh, is it?
That's why I had it set up the way it was set up.
What?
That thing was all rickety and shitty.
Well, the legs are like bending because they're.
Well, that's what I mean.
You need a little table to put it on or something.
It needs a better stand.
Mm.
Says that's not the only agency that's spending tax dollars unwisely, though.
Is that better?
The two worst.
I don't know.
Am I frowning?
You're always frowning.
Look who I work with.
Oh, you ended the video.
I did not. I didn't even touch the camera.
The live video has ended.
No!
I'm seeing it right now and it says live and 5 people are watching.
I'm
Five
looking at
people
it.
watching.
Right
And the
here.
finish button is there, so I haven't finished it.
I have 5 people watching. I have 4 people watching.
Yeah.
Mm.
sales will be on the ballot this fall.
I heard that, Aaron. I don't know what they're referring to when they make comments, though. We got a ton of comments from what it's worth.
It's only been on for 2 hours.
I know.
We're just gonna leave it on the entire show tomorrow. Why not? Start
Might as well.
start at 4 a.m. when we get here.
Why don't y'all put it right there?
Because you
On the
can't see
table.
anything.
We
It still
should put it
sucks.
up. We need like a little
Wall mount.
wall mount right up there.
Although you wouldn't be able to see what the hell was going on the camera.
Unless Blanchard approves outrageous sales.
That's about as good as it's gonna
Or
get.
hang it from the. Can it clip in one of those clipboards without hurting it?
I don't think so.
Your
No,
ideas are
That's an
dumb.
excellent idea.
I like that.
Do you think that'll stay?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Go wrong.
Be careful.
If I'm a chicken, I'm running.
You're paying for it.
Okay, I'm getting ready to watch you make your. Here you go. You're getting ready to do your tantrum.
I was trying to knock it off the table.
Luxury without limits at Jaguar of Shreveport. Online at jaguarshreveport.net.
The hometown advantage. You can see it in that new shotgun on Main Street. In the office downtown. The factory by the road. Down the road. It's because of people like Reggie.
Are we over yet?
And almost.
We're almost.
Keisha, the designer, has
Let's
it.
talk about
and so
boobs,
does Orlando,
baby.
the nurse.
Let's talk about my
They
trip to
live
New
around
Orleans.
here.
That was fun
They
yesterday.
care about
Let's
this
talk
community.
about you
They
and
work hard
me.
to succeed.
We forgot.
And that makes a difference.
Bobby Bell again.
At
That's all right.
Shreveport, HealthWanted.com. Proud to work
They
at
might
Hometown
be watching.
Advantage.
Oh
We
yeah.
work it around the clock.
No reason you
Connecting
didn't
local
outgrow.
employers
I'll
and
give
local
them
job
a three.
seekers with local jobs they're good at. Jobs they deserve. Post your job
Nailed
today
it.
and search a database
No.
of resumes.
Not even close, kid. Not even close.
Just like the clock.
Employees. Employees who live close by, close to family and
Oh,
friends,
missed it by a minute.
close to home.
Yeah.
That's the hometown advantage.
What's the closest you've ever been to a breastfeeding mom?
$8:35 at News Radio 710 Keel. Robert J. Wright, Aaron McCarty. This part of the show powered by Abalone Door and Ironworks. Raising garage door standards one home at a time. What did you just ask?
What is the closest you've ever been to a breastfeeding mom?
My mother.
Oh, because you were a breastfed baby.
I don't.
In your adult life, what's the closest you've ever been to a breastfeeding mom?
You had the one on the airplane who was breastfeeding her, what, 5-year-old?
2-year-old, right next to me. I mean, the kid's freaking, reading a book, and then he's going. I'm like, stop!
Don't do that noise again, ever. No matter what happens, promises you'll never make.
This baby walked onto the plane.
Yeah.
She's got a 4-year-old in the seat by the window. She's in the middle. She's
Breastfeeding
holding.
a stewardess.
She's holding the toddler in her lap.
Right.
I'm sitting in the aisle seat, and she's got the toddler in the lap, and I'm not thinking. We're not talking. I'm reading or watching something on my iPad
And all
or
of a
whatever.
sudden, she's
And all of
breastfeeding
a
her
sudden,
child.
she whips her out. I'm talking about her boob, not her kid. And the kid is latched on, getting after it. And all I could do was just ignore it. What can you do?
Ask for extra peanuts.
If you say something to her, she's going to be the kind of woman that's going to be like, I can do what I want. And there's no other seats on the plane, so I'm stuck.
And you just come off as a hater.
Yeah, and I'd be a hater.
What else?
Well, we have a hater today to tell you about. This was in a Target in Connecticut. A mom, her name is Jessie Meyer, she was nursing her daughter in the cafeteria area at a Target.
Okay, so
when a man came unglued.
So based on your experience, you could do what this guy did.
I could have done this.
You would be offended.
Had I had another seat on the plane, I would have torn this woman up. I would have said, come on.
So you are offended by public breastfeeding.
I'm not totally offended by public breastfeeding. I'm offended by breastfeeding 6 inches from my freaking face.
To a 4-year-old.
I'm right. To a 2-year-old who's reading Brown Bear, and then.
You promised you'd never do that
Oh,
again.
my bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll keep going.
And this woman she's breastfeeding in the cafeteria area at a Target. And the man got all in her face and was yelling at her, and then he went up to the counter and demanded a refund. He went crazy.
A refund?
Yeah, he said, I don't want my breakfast in front of this. Give me my money back. I'm not eating in front of this while this lady's doing this. Well, she posted a video. She apparently has got video of this cat going crazy, and she put it up.
More than 5 million people have viewed it already. Target employees came to her aid, to her rescue, and they, got the man away from her and all
And
that.
yet, based instinctively on what happened on the plane, you side with this guy.
I think there are more private places to do it.
Well, the point is,
where people are eating in that cafeteria.
they don't. Well, at least it was.
And it shouldn't be the child on your boob.
The point I'm making is that they disagree,
Yeah, they do.
and in their eyes,
People are going to hate me for this.
in
but
their eyes, you are a hater.
I'm
You
a
are
hater.
bigoted. You are closed-minded.
I know.
And you are just not with. You are just a crabby, curmudgeonly old woman.
That's what I am, I
who's
guess.
not with the times.
Get off my lawn and put your boob away.
News Radio 710 Keel, Robert J. Wright, Aaron McCarty, 8:39 traffic time.
He got to the joke before I could get it out there.
Be cautious around that, and we have our usual jam up at I-20 eastbound.
Hey, Ma, can I get a squirt?
If you have any updates for us, don't
I would have had to
hesitate
beat
call
that.
687
I know, that's why I didn't
Road.
say
That's
it.
our
See, you're
Planet
lucky.
traffic hotline 687 Road.
Are we still on?
Yeah.
Well, heat and humidity staying today.
The hate and humidity. There's hate and humidity.
This morning, no rain.
A lot of hate, a lot of humidity.
Today.
Today.
I'm
going to the food today.
We do have a
Huh?
heat advisory in effect through 7
The foo?
Friday.
The foo.
And tonight, partly
Oh, the
cloudy
foo.
with a low of
Yeah, I'm going to the
77.
foo.
I'm
Oh.
Fox 33 meteorologist.
Just got a message
Josh
back
Morrison.
from Roy Yang.
Yeah, what's he say?
Roy Yang says, dang, I'm on the course. Tell him I can do tomorrow, maybe.
Ask him if he can do it right now. Ask him if he can whisper. No, that's all right. Tell him tomorrow. Ask him if he can do tomorrow.
Who broke their ankle? One of the caddies. You see that?
Huh?
One of the caddies broke their ankle at the turn.
Hey,
We have an 8:10 tomorrow morning, right?
Yes, we have 8:10 and 7:10.
7:40 or 8:40. Have him pick our time.
We have Jim Donlin at 7:10 and Billy Nunn gets her at 8:10.
8:10, yeah.
Both of them are on the phone, I'm assuming?
No, Donlin's in studio.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to get dressed.
Nah, it's all right. You can wear a bathrobe tomorrow.
I was going to wear mine tomorrow.
Da-da.
I was going to wear my bathrobe.
Isn't that what you're wearing now?
No, this came out of the dryer.
Oh,
3 days ago.
you're wearing your robin's egg blue moo today.
Leave me alone. Don't make me bust your ass. Don't make me
As long as you bust my ass and nothing else.
Yeah, 7:40 or 8:40, whichever.
That's why I told him.
Central time, because he's Eastern right now. Because he's in Pittsburgh. So 7:40 or 8:40 our time, whichever one he wants.
And tomorrow my
You're
letter
awesome.
to my letter to Dad.
Huh?
Tomorrow my letter to
Yep,
Dad.
yep.
That's gonna be a tough one. I say that every year though, don't I?
You say that every day.
Stand by. Mic up. News Radio 710 Keel, Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty, 18 away from 9 o'clock. We have argued, we have gone back and forth. There are varying opinions. I guess we really got into this. It got a little heated a couple of weeks ago when you had the gorilla story from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
When they shot and killed the gorilla,
Mm-hmm.
who was waving the little boy around like a
Right.
rag doll.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the age-old story about if you wander into the woods and get eaten by a bear, should hunters go out and shoot the bear for you wandering into the woods,
Right.
into the bear's habitat? What's the latest from? You wouldn't think Disney World in Orlando. You wouldn't think Disney World would be an alligator habitat,
No.
but evidently it is.
A lot of the lakes and ponds around Disney do have gators.
And they have lots of signs up
Yeah, they
saying
have.
there's alligators
No,
here.
that's the problem. The
What?
signs don't say gators. The signs say no swimming. That's going to be a big problem when this lawsuit is filed.
Okay, so if you tell me, if there's a sign that says no swimming,
I'm
and
not swimming.
and no swimming means there's piranha in here.
Yeah, or it's dangerous water.
So
there's,
you're telling
there's no
me-
swimming signs on the Red River. There's no gators in the Red River.
You're telling me
Well, maybe there are.
that at Disney and the attached lakes,
Mm-hmm.
there's no signs that say alligators and other
I saw a piece last night on
creatures
Fox
inhabit these waters.
that showed the signs, and the signs simply say no swimming.
You think they showed you all the signs, or
They
do you
might
think
not have.
there
They
might
might
be a template that someone is at fault here other than the family?
That you might be right
So
about
what's
that.
the latest?
The latest is that the boy's body has been found. He's obviously found dead. They're doing
Now,
an
folks may not
autopsy.
know. There was a little. Go from the beginning.
2-year-old boy was pulled into a lagoon on the Disney property by an alligator.
So he was
wading in water, very, very shallow, up on near the bank with his dad.
Dad in the water also.
And he got pulled into the water. His body had only a few puncture wounds, according to a source familiar with the investigation. That's what boggles my mind. If an alligator takes the child, doesn't he take the child because he's food and he eats him?
Well, I mean, obviously the kid drowned. The little boy drowned.
Right.
I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
A lot of times they'll kill their prey and stash it to go back and eat later.
Ah, okay. Because he was found like on a bank area, I believe, or somewhere where it was very, very shallow.
So
the
what
body was found, here's what it says now. The body found in 6 feet of murky water, 10 to 15 yards from where the boy was attacked. The fact that the body was found intact makes sense. They have now killed, it looks like, 5 alligators in the search for the boy.
Well, what they did was they caught the alligators, they humanely euthanized the alligators, and then dissected the alligators in, pardon me, an attempt to look for the boy's body.
Right. And as a mom, I want my baby's body. And so I have to say, do what you have to do to find my baby's body. But then on the other side of it, you think, did we have to kill 5 alligators? And I get that. I mean, that's their habitat. That's where they live. I struggle. I really do. I struggle. There's going to be a lawsuit. Disney's going to be sued. They have issued a statement saying their deepest condolences, and all that to the family of this little boy.